Mrs. Sowerberry!
What is it?
Will you have the go... Come here a moment, my dear.
What is it? Well, what is it, Henry? What do you want?
My dear, I've told Mr. Bumble that we...
Oh, hello, Mr. Bumble.
Hello, Mrs. Sowerberry.
That we may consider taking this boy to help in the shop.
Oh, dear me. He's very small.
Yes, he's rather small, but he'll grow, Mrs. Sowerberry. He'll grow.
I dare say he will. No victuals and no drink. They're a waste of time, these workhouse boys, and they always cost more to keep than what they're actually worth. Still, you men always think you know best. What you gonna do with him?
There is an expression of sadness on his face, my dear, which is very interesting. He could make a delightful coffin follower.
A what?
I don't mean a regular coffin follower to follow the grown-ups, but only for the children's funerals. It would be superb effect.
Hey. For once, just for once, I think you've had a good idea. Now then, boy, what's your name?
My name's Oliver. Oliver Twist, ma'am.
Oh, a singular name.
I, ma'am, and one of my own choosing.
Yours, Mr. Bumble.
Mine, Mrs. Sowerberry.
Where did he come from, Mr. Bumble?
The boy's mother came to us poor and alone, bring the child into the world, and then dies, leaving us with the boy.
Oh, dear, dear. Now then, boy, can you look like that gentleman up there?
Perhaps, if I had a black cat.
Never mind about black cat.
Oh, the boy's quite right, Henry. Go and fetch him a top hat, quickly. Oh, you stand right there. Yes, these things must be done proper and correct. Oh, get me that! Takes you twice as long to do anything as anyone else. Huh. Yes. Yes. For once, and I'll say that again, just for once, you've had a good idea. All right, Oliver, can you keep that expression on your face for a long time with a crowd watching you?
Yes, ma'am, I think so.
He's a born undertaker's mute. I can see him in a black silk suit, following behind the funeral procession with his feature fixed in a suitable expression. There be horses with all black blooms to escort us to the family tombs, with mourners in all corners we've been taught to weep and tune. Then the coffin lined with satin, that's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
Large enough to wear your hat in, that's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
We're just here to glamorize you for the endless sleep. You might just as well look fetching when your 6 feet deep. And the wet will drink a toddy to the body beautiful. That's your funeral.
Not our funeral.
That's your funeral. If you're fond of overeating, that's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
Starve yourself by undereating, that's your funeral.
That's my funeral.
Visualizing earth descending on your clod by clod. You can't come back where you're buried underneath the sod. We will not reduce our prices, keep your vices usual. That's your funeral.
Not our funeral.
That's your funeral.
I don't think this song is funny.
That's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
Here's the boy that wears the money.
That's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
We don't have our thoughts macabre. There's no need to frown. In the end, we'll either burn you up or nail you down.
We love coughs and
Wheezes and diseases called incurable. That's your funeral.
no one else's funeral.
That's your
right, Oliver Twist. Your bed's underneath the counter. You don't mind sleeping among coffins, I suppose. It doesn't matter, because you can't sleep nowhere else.